Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and we got some news today. There is finally, as if you would want more of this, but the summer secret layer drop has been announced, and there's actually not as much to go over as normal. Maybe they're finally starting to rein it back in for all the shenanigans, but before getting into what the new secret layers look like, don't forget comment, like, subscribe, helps out the channel, keeps us sponsor free, and doing all these fun shenanigans with you. So let's get into it. So the summer secret layer drop, by the time you guys see this video, will be on sale for the remaining 59 days. As of the viewing of this video, you should have 59 days left to order any of these secret layers that you want, which is 2 months, which is a pretty hefty time. So yeah, so let's just get into it because there's gonna be a lot to cover. So we're gonna start the day off with the featuring the Mountain Goats foil and non-foil edition. So foil is $39.99, non-foil is $29.99. What I like about this, so this is a basic land for the mountains. Get it, the goat. Anyway, but the best thing about this is you get 10 land in this, the foil and the non-foil edition. So yeah, you're only paying $3 a land for non-foil or 5 for foil. That's actually pretty nice. That's the way it should be, not the same price for 4. But yeah, so let's get a look at them. We got 10 of them. So these sweet dogs, what these are claiming to fame is these are the first ever full art basic land. I don't think that's what they really meant to say. We've had a lot of full art basic land. These are the actual basic lands that are extended art, I think is what they mean. But all mountains and not too shabby. Artwork's not too bad. I like the little amphitheater kind of thing. We see these all kinds of fantasy settings. This looks nice. This is a really cool maze with it kind of being snowy. I like that a lot. I like that they're numbered. It says here one day night will come to these mountains. And it has a little saying for every one of them. I'm not gonna go into it and bore you. If you want to stop the video and watch them, you can, and read them, you can. And then we have stone chair. We have almost what looks like ruins of the road going through it. 2 mountains there. Good old cave. A mountain for looks like minotaurs, and um, that almost looks like a swamp. I'm not even gonna lie. But it's really close. So I like these. If you were to buy these, I would actually be on board with it. $3 a piece, roughly, not counting shipping. Shipping should be free, but and then there's tax and whatever. So $3 to $4 a piece for non-foil, 5 to 6 for foil. Not a bad price. I think it's actually pretty fair, and I'm glad they're finally doing it this way. So kudos for Wizards for once. Don't worry, it won't last long. So next we have the Stars Gaze back foil and non-foil edition. Again, normal market price of $40 and $30 for foil and non-foil, and we're back to 4 cards again because why not? Apparently 4 fit in the envelope really well. But anyhow, so the 4 cards we have the Flamekin Harbinger. 1 red, 1/1, enters the battlefield, search your library for an Elmil card, reveal it, put on top of your library. We have Omnath, Locus of Rage, Risen Reef, and Voice of Resurgence. Because Lord knows Voice of Resurgence hasn't lost enough money already, being the only card worth a damn in Dragon Maze. But let's reprint it anyway. If this is the kind of art you're into, yeah, go for it. It reminds me kind of a Mesoamerican Aztecan kind of weird style, Native American, Indian. I don't know. That's what it kind of reminds me of, and for me, it's not really my jam. And that's just mainly probably because I'm just not used to seeing this kind of art, and not really into it all that much. Although I'd like to know how they got away with putting these little boobies on here. I'm sure it's not what they are, but that's what they are. Stomach and hey, what's under here? Anyway, so if this is something you're into, have at it, have a good time. Me, not really. and the cards themselves really aren't worth the value so much. But if you're playing Commander, you want something wild and out there, this is it. Next, we have Goblin and Squabbling, foil and non-foil edition. Again, 40 and 30. Now, this one has 5 cards in it because apparently Goblins are small and more compact, so you can get more in an envelope. Next, with that, we have these 5 cards here. We have the Goblin Lackey, very nice. We have Goblin Matron. We have the Goblin Recruiter. We have Maxis, Goblin Grandy, and Shatter Gang Brothers. So these are all pretty much staples of the Commander deck for Goblins. So if you're in this kind of punkish wave style, then yeah, sure. These cards are actually halfway decent. I don't think they're as much as the current value of what the cards would be normally, but these are kind of neat. They kind of give you that kind of childhood vibe. So if this is what you're into with your Goblin deck, have at it. It is what it is. All right, so next we have the beautiful Ron Alexander Lee foil and non-foil edition. Again, 40 cards. I'm sorry, 5 cards for $40 foil, 30 non-foil. Apparently, Lee likes to cut them thin because they still fit in the envelope when you get the extra one in there. So, what do we have from Mr. Alexander Lee? Well, we have Nemesis of Reason. Not the best card in the world, but does look cool. That's great art. Gaia's Blessing. Very pretty. Twilight Prophet. Is he rolling his eyeballs into the water? Anyway, then we have World Spine Worm. That is probably one of the best arts of World Spine Worm I've seen. That is really on point. But they fooled us. Unfortunately, the 5th card is a token. That's a World Spine Worm. So, With that being said, this one actually has some value. World Spine Worm is anywhere from 10 to 20. Twilight Prophet's 10 to 15 on a good day. So these 2 cards easily will pay for it. Gaia Blessing isn't really that cheap either. And to have a unique token, anybody pay a couple bucks for that. So this one actually does have some value in it. If you wanted to buy it, I would definitely be okay with it because this is some sexy art. I do like it. Very epic. So there you have it for that one. Next we have the Bad to the Bones foil and non-foil edition. Again, 40 for foil, 30 for non-foil. Again, we can get 5 of them into this one because apparently these are bones of very small animals. Anyway, I'll stop eventually with that. Probably not. But anyway, moving on. So we have Bottomless Pit, 2 black and 1. Player discards. Each player discards. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player discards a card at random. We have Necrogen Miss, black and 2. Beginning of each player's upkeep, player discards a card. Reassemble Skeleton from the graveyard back to play. Tiny Bones Trinket Thief gets a reprint. That card alone is worth the entire bundle. And then Gaia Reach Sanitarium, nobody really cares. What I will say about this is I do like the art. It's not something I would really want to play, per se. And here's why I say that, not because I don't like the art. I actually like the other art for Tiny Bones Trinket Thief. I think it's a lot cooler than this art. Now, this art may be good if you're into this kind of style, because it is good art. But if I had to pick between the two, I would probably want the original Tiny Bones. And the original Bottomless Pit from Stronghold is just beautiful. Now, I do like this Necrogen Mist with them burning out, so that's kind of cool. Reassemble Skeleton's okay. Gaia Reach Sanitarium is funny. I wouldn't mind having that one. So it's half a dozen 160 other, but all in all, there's Tiny Bones in here. I mean, what more do you want to buy this set? So, yeah. Alright, and next we have Death is Temporary, Metal is Forever. Rock on. Oh. Foil edition and non-foil. 5 cards for 40 foil, 30 for non-foil. Let's see if we got something juicy in the metal edition. We have Sire Conrad the Grim. It's an okay card. The art's very sexy. Underworld Dreams gets reprinted. Not all that fond of that, but the art's okay. Yes, it's disturbing, but I kind of really I expected something more disturbing. But anyway, good card. Underworld Dreams is a great card. Waste Knot's in here. It's okay. See some commander play. This is a beautiful Wheel of Misfortune. Unfortunately, it doesn't see a whole lot of play at all. And then we have the old Mind Razor here. I don't know if he's worth a whole lot. All in all, I think you're getting your money's worth out of this one, just because of how unique these cards are, and this is the kind of art everybody can kind of relate to. So, just on a grand scale, people talk about one art style not liking and the other one not liking it. They can talk about not liking this, but this is art style we've seen before. A lot of people will like it, so you're probably gonna break even with this one. And to be honest with you, it's not bad. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. So, moving on, the next super drop we have is More Adventures in Middle Earth, foil and non-foil edition. Only 4 cards because hobbits are small, but they're also very round, and the envelope don't seal well when you put more than four in a package. I know, I know. I'm still gonna go there. Anyway, so what do you get in this one? So in this one, you get Slip on the Ring, 1 white and 1 exile target creature you own, then return to the battlefield under your control. The ring tempts you. This is from the new set. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire, also from the new set. Mirror of Gladriel, 2 legendary artifact, scry 1, draw a card from the new set, and Shire Terrence. It kind of sucks that they're reprinting all these cards already. I mean, they just came out. But here's the thing I like about this Secret Lair. Um, if you're waiting for me to bash this cartoon style, afraid it's not going to happen. I actually like it. And there's reasons behind that. The Shire Terrence is beautiful as well. Plus, it's a great card. I grew up before we had Lord of the Rings in live action, like these young whippersnappers today had. We got a long cartoon edition, and that's what these pictures are from. And this really takes me back for when I watched Lord of the Rings for the first time as a cartoon and all the cool stuff that went with it. And if you haven't seen the old cartoons, go look them up. They're pretty sweet. So this really takes me back, and I do like it. I don't think I would buy these only because these are not cards I would normally play, other than Shire Terrence. Um, so I mean, maybe Slip on the Ring, but um, all in all, there's not enough here to entice me to just buy all 4. When most of them probably just gonna sit around. I mean, I bought the Phyrexian one, and to be honest with you, half of those cards just sit around because I don't play them. So, But I would not begrudge anybody to buy any of these sweet, sweet cards because they just scream childhood and old man tears. Anyway, so with that being said, that wraps up the Secret Lair Super Drops. However, you can get them in bigger bundles. That's right, for $70, you can get 4 foil and non-foil, which will save you $70. Isn't that how much it? 40, 30. Yeah. So for the mere price of a couple pennies, you can get both. Wah wah. Thanks for the deal, Wizards. Anyway, also there's a tearing up a sick tube of non-foil bundles, whatever that means. Where you get all the non-foils from the Super Drop for $208.99, probably again saving you just a couple pennies. And then we have Carving Up a Barrel of Foils bundle for $278. You get all the foils of the Summer Super Drop. Again, probably saving you a few pennies. And then finally, you have Shredding a Wave of Everything bundle for $488.99. You can get all the foil and non-foil, one of each, for a mere $500. For the mere price of 3 collector boxes, you can get cards that you know you'll pull, which probably won't be worth as much later because anybody can buy these. But anyway, there you have it, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope it was informative, and I hope you got something out of it. Put me in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. And are you going to be getting any of these sweet or not so sweet sometimes secret layers? So until next time, be kind. And I hope to see you maybe at Gen Con. We're going to start talking about that. It's only a couple weeks away. So, later, player.